Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, we actually got a brand new anti-cheat update from Call of Duty. Talking about some updates that have happened in game over the past little bit, also detailing some upcoming things we can expect as well. So quite a bit to break down today in their new Season 5 Reloaded Ricochet anti-cheat update. I will say, before we dive into any of this, I have not read through this myself. I'll be reading through it the first time as we go through everything, and you guys will be getting my live reactions, but we've seen a lot of these go out, and a lot of the time it just feels like it's them putting out a blog to say they did something or to show that they did something, but it's not actually felt in game. So I'm hoping we can get some pretty drastic things, some pretty significant things mentioned here. As we do go through all the information, keep in mind, if you guys are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in Call of Duty. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications to always stay up to date. And if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always really appreciated as well. But let's dive into this blog and see what they've got to say. So first up, cheating is one of the most frustrating experiences in online gaming. We know it can quickly undermine gameplay. It's not a problem that can be solved with one update, one detection, or one new tool. It's an ever-evolving fight, and it's one we're committed to staying ahead of. I think they've said this in like every single blog they've ever put out about the anti-cheat, for what it's worth. In Black Ops 6, we've made real progress. Our latest updates have allowed us to shut down cheat developers faster. That's objectively good. Quickly act on cheaters and keep ranked leaderboards cleaner. Here's what we've got to cover in the Season 5 Reloaded Progress Report. Teaming detections showing strong results. Mitigations have caught over 55,000 cheaters off guards. That's a ridiculous number considering the player count right now. In-game notifications for limited matchmaking is live. That's going to be an interesting one. And then new details on the anti-cheat updates happening for Black Ops 7 preparation. So the Season 5 anti-cheat results recap. Our fight against cheating and hacking takes multiple forms, including in-game mitigations. These are the things like enemy players going invisible, or a cheater's guns not doing any damage, or the splat thing when they go to the ground at 1,000,000 miles an hour and die to fall damage, even off of like a little pebble that they might jump off of. That can all happen. Those are their mitigations. It's trolling the cheaters, actively getting data from their computer and then sending it to the team, and then they get banned afterwards, right? Basically saying some players to notice these tools in action, like weapons disappearing, cars exploding when players enter. That's kind of an insane one. They promptly tell on themselves across social media asking, why did this happen? I've seen a couple of tweets about those. There's some pretty clueless people out there. These are the mitigations at work, ramped up and powered by new detection systems that have been extremely effective at disrupting bad actors. We don't hit every cheater. Most are banned upon detection, but in August alone, over 55,000 cheaters were disrupted. We use those mitigations to learn more about the player behavior and systems to help identify cheats faster in the future. We begin by nerfing a cheater's ability to do any damage with weapons and vehicles, then we collect information, and then we permanently ban them. Unfortunately, problem is, they can just make a brand new account with like 0 restrictions and jump right back in and do it again. There needs to be a stricter system in place to combat that. These mitigations are part of the broader strategy that hits cheating at all levels, including the most played modes such as rank play for cheaters, which often bears the brunt of cheating. So this is the instances of teaming per day in ranked play for Battle Royale. In June, it was much higher, and then it's really dwindled. It's starting to pick back up a little bit in August, which is concerning there, but they did see new resurgence launch there, and the teaming went down even more, which is kind of interesting. During Season 5, we announced that we had permanently banned accounts that were boosting. That also hit a lot of plunder AFK people as well, which they still haven't really fully addressed. We've also been targeting teaming across ranked in BO6 and Warzone. Our new process runs continuously with regular leaderboard purges as well. The number of teamers in the top 250 has consistently remained under 5% at any given time since they started monitoring this stuff. So that's, I guess, pretty good. I wish they would address more of why AFKers got hit so hard, because it does seem like decently innocent players, at least based off their word. You never know if someone's lying to get the benefit of the doubt or not, but it seems like a lot of normal players who were just AFKing got hit, and an insta-perma seems kind of harsh there. Anyways, in-game TPM 2.0 prompts. Some players may still see messaging prompting them to enable TPM 2.0, even if they have it actually activated. This has been a big thing where people are saying, hey, I've updated stuff so I can play the game, but it's still giving me the warning that I won't be able to play it, even though it shows that it's turned on for me. Versions of AMD's TPM software can return an error during the attestation process in the fixes to update the system BIOS or firmware. Some motherboard manufacturers have not yet released those. In those cases, you may need to reach out to them specifically. MSI, for example, we just talked about this the other day, did just release a brand new patch, and so is ASRock as well. So if you have those motherboards, you should be all set. You can update things and not have to worry about this. Of course, this only applies if you're getting hit with these warnings to begin with. Ricochet uses remote attestation, a process that verifies critical PC security settings directly with Microsoft as a part of the TPM 2.0 implementation. Other games may lean on client or local attestation, where the system checks itself and reports back. The limitation with that method is clear. Cheats can sometimes disguise and manipulate what's being reported, effectively tricking the local system there. By contrast, remote attestation, what Call of Duty uses, places the verification step with an external, trusted authority, making it exponentially harder for tampered machines to pass as legitimate. By validating integrity outside of the game client, we ensure the environment hasn't been tampered with before the gameplay begins, which hopefully will pay off. Keep in mind, this is not going to be fully active and set in stone until Black Ops 7 is out. Maybe they'll do some stuff with the beta. We'll have to wait and see. Our approach to remote attestation, hopefully I'm saying that word right, by the way, is more advanced than typical implementations. That should be good. It sounds good. We'll have to see if it's good in execution, of course, because they said a lot of things should be good for Ricochet, and we know how that played out. It's tightly integrated with Windows security, which I assume helps considering they're owned by Microsoft now, and it leverages Microsoft's infrastructure to provide independent confirmation of system integrity. This not only closes common loopholes, but also strengthens the long-term resilience of Ricochet. It's another example of how Call of Duty invests in layered protections designed to adapt, harden, and keep fair play at the forefront. Those investments so far have not paid off, seemingly, because we all know how cheating is in COD. Call of Duty's use of remote attestation, which provides a larger and stronger layer of protection, may require updates to firmware to meet this security standard. In contrast, implementations of client or local attestation may allow older firmware versions, but its validation process does not always achieve the goals. Call of Duty uses remote attestation, which provides a stronger... That's the same paragraph. Wait a second. Who proofread this? Coming in Season 6, we are expanding the in-game message to provide more information about TPM 2.0 and Secure Boot, so we'll have that to look forward to. This is what I'm particularly interested in. In-game limited matchmaking, aka shadow ban stuff here. We are actually getting a response to some shadow ban stuff. In the Season 3 progress report many moons ago, we noted that limited matchmaking is a critical part of the anti-cheat system. It's designed as an immediate response to suspicious activity. Unfortunately, because of the way that the report system works and the trust score works, regular players get hit with shadow bans constantly when they're not doing anything wrong. Now, cheaters and players who should be shadow banned also get hit with them, but this is a system that unfortunately, unironically, has some ricochet effects essentially, and good players, legitimate players, unfortunately get punished at times, and then you can get stuck in a limited matchmaking loop or a shadow ban loop. And it's a huge problem, one that's existed for years. We've heard very little ever addressed, so it's nice that they're actually talking about it. Let's see what they have to say. Shadow bans, as I'm going to refer to it as, can impact an entire party of players if one member of the team is flagged. True. In-game, however, it's difficult to determine what your account status is. Previously, you've had to go to like the Call of Duty account site and then enable it and then say, yes, I agree to the terms. You can check and see, and it'll say you have limited matchmaking, or there's no ban detected, or temporary ban, or perma ban in some cases, right? Like they made you go out of your way to really check and see what was going on. That leads to some players to assume that they're in limited matchmaking when they're not. It could just be bad connection to the data centers, your internet's, trashing out or something, or it's COD servers not being good, because we know they're not. In Season 5 Reloaded, players receive an in-game notification when their account is shadow banned. We also notify players if a user in their party is shadow banned. More than 75% of the limited matchmaking pool is made up of users who have been brought into the system through parties, so this notification is important. As a reminder, being placed in a shadow ban does not signal that an account is a confirmed cheater, it just means an alarm was raised. Here's my thing though, there needs to be quicker responses to innocent shadow banned players to get them out of the shadow ban and then to prevent them from being stuck in a shadow ban loop. Those are things that need to be addressed. They have not yet to this day. We also get a new roadmap here for presumably future updates. When Black Ops 7 launches on November 14th, PC players will be required to enable both Secure Boot and TPM 2.0. These give us a stronger foundation, as we know. During the Black Ops 7 beta, okay, so as I was talking about earlier, Ricochet will have some of its systems online as we test how they perform under live conditions. These tools are designed to identify and remove cheaters faster and will closely monitor how they respond. The full force of the protections will be reserved for launch. I imagine they don't want to give cheaters too much of an insight, too much of a heads up here. We also want to be clear, there is no one and done solution to solving the challenge of cheating, basically giving themselves a buffer here. It's going to happen everywhere. Cheating is in every online like competitive game. It doesn't matter. It's just to the extent. Are there a ton of cheaters? Is there just some cheating? Call of Duty's really been at the forefront of a lot of this because it's been really bad for a long time now. What matters and where we've seen real improvement is how quickly we adapt. In Black Ops 6, detections are faster, mitigations are stronger, and enforcement is cutting deeper into the networks. With Black Ops 7, hardware protections should add another layer of defense. And then we also have Bug Bounty. As a part of the broader Activision-wide security initiative, Call of Duty runs a bug bounty program. This program gives players and security researchers a way to report potential vulnerabilities to the franchise. Not only are the titles protected by Ricochet and helps us with the overall integrity of the game, so that's the thing you could do if you care. But hey, we finally got an anti-cheat update. There are some interesting things in here. Ultimately, like with most of COD stuff right now, though, the words on the paper are great. I just want to see it in action. So we're gonna have to see if they can prove what they're saying here to be accurate, if they can back up what they're saying here. With that being said, that's the new anti-cheat update for a little bit of Black Ops 6, then also Black Ops 7. That's gonna wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.